Didn't sing one, huh? Pandit won't sing one. You opening the book, man.
time, let us all sit upright, clasp our hands together, and close our eyes. We join in opening prayer. We concentrate upon the Lord in the form of Bhagwan Sri Ram, that one by whose name removes all negativities. Let us all pray. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatye Namaha, Shri Guru Charan Kamale Bhyo Namo Namaha. Vakratunda Mahakaya Koti Surya Samaprabha Nirviganam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvamangal Mangalye Shive Sarvarth Sadhike Sharanye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Vandana Mrityurmokshe Manvidat. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Brahmanam Shirsatyam Ashtametram Chaturbhujam Gayatri Sahitam Devam Brahmadevam Avahayamyam. Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om Namaste Sumahai Shri Pite Surpujite Shankachakra Gadaste Mahalakshmi Namostute. Ya Kundendu Tushar Hardhavala Ya Shubra Vrastadrita Ya Veena Vardanda Manditakara Ya Shweta Paramasana Ya Brahmachuta Shankar Prabhuti Devai Hai Sada Mandita Sama Papu Saraswati Bhagavati Nishesh Jadaya Paha. Om Jayanti Mangalarkari Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Shiva Kshama Dhatri Swaha Sudha Namostute. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Devase Raghunataya Nataya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Prem Shri Ramachandra ki Jai. We join in bhajan before we enter into Shri Ram Kshetra. Vande Santam Hanumantam Vande Santam Hanumantam Vande Santam Hanumantam Vande Santam Hanumantam Ramabhaktam Bhagavatam Ramabhaktam Bhagavatam Vande Santam Jai Let us all remain with our hands clasped together and our eyes closed as we join in Ramayana Sumira. Jai Sumirat Siddho Gananayak Karimar Badana रामचंद्र की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। हरि ओम। It says in Sri Ram Charitramanas that when Sri Ramji had befriended Sugriv and Hanuman, and he had killed Bali, Sugriv's brother, and Sugriv had taken the throne of the Vanas, these tribal primate-looking creatures in the forest who can talk and speak. It says that Sugriv had promised Bhagavan Sri Ram and Lakshman that he would help find Devi Sita. But some months had passed by since Sugriv became the king and he was enjoying his kingdom. And as he was enjoying his kingdom, he forgot that he was supposed to help Prabhu Sri Ram find Devi Sita. And so one day Lakshman became enraged. And Ram and Lakshman were living on top of a mountain in a cave. They could not live in any city, so they could not live with the Vanas. So they lived separately on the mountain in a cave, waiting for Sugriv to come. Lakshman one day he gets up, he tells Prabhu Sri Ram, Sugriv has broken his promise. He has not helped us. I will go and destroy every last monkey there is in the Vanar tribe. And Lakshman went down the mountain and he went to the Vanar kingdom. And he went to destroy all of them. When they saw Lakshman, the gods saw Lakshman, they began to smile, but when they saw him coming closer and his bow in his hand and his arrow is in the bow and his eyes is looking fiery, they began to run. All of them ran when Lakshman was coming. And they ran to Sugriv and they said, Sugriv, Lakshman is here. And he's very angry. And Lakshman spoke to them. He said, you, Sugriv, you promised that you would help find Devi Sita, yet you are enjoying the pleasures of a king, while Prabhu Sri Ram waits upon you. He said, I have not the patience of my brother, and I will destroy every last one of you if you do not fulfill what you said you were supposed to do, what you said you are going to do, which is find Devi Sita. And so Sugriv became terrified. He at once called all the Vanas. He said, we will meet Prabhu Sri Ram at the bottom of the mountain. And he will talk to all the Vanas. I will tell them what to do. And so Prabhu Sri Ram was at the top of the mountain in the cave. And all the Vanas gathered at the bottom, waiting to hear what Prabhu Sri Ram, waiting to see Prabhu Sri Ram's lotus-like feet. And it says, as the Vanas went Sugriv, he took a little height to command them. And he says, I will send a force to the north, I will send a force to the east, I will send a force to the west, and I will send a force to the south. And you have 1 month to find Devi Sita where she is. And if you don't find her, you cannot come back. If you come back, you will be killed. So he told the Vanas, I will separate you north, east, west, south. And if you don't find Devi Sita, don't come back. Only if somebody finds Devi Sita, then everybody can come back. And so saying like this, it says Prabhu Sri Ram, he came and they saw him on the top of the mountain and they all wanted to go and bow to him and do his puja. And it says something very magical happened. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Thank you. Shri Ramachandra ki jai. Says, in the whole host there was not one single Vanar after whose well-being Ram did not ask. This was no great marvel, it says. What did Ram do? In all the Vanars, countless Vanars there were, Bhagavan Shankara is telling to Parvati Mata, you could not count the number that were there. But what did Ram do? They wanted to touch his feet, so Ram appeared before all of them at the same time. And so they all touched his feet, and he talked to all of them at the same time. There was not one that Prabhu Shri Ram did not talk to. It says, Yeh kachu nahi prabhu kai adikhai Vishwarupa vyapak raghurai. This was no great marvel. Raghunath is Vishwarup himself, the omnipresent cosmic form. He is everywhere, all at once. Tare jahataha ayesu pai kahasu griva sabahi samujai. They stood in array at the word and command of Sugriv. I commission you to do Ram's work. Therefore, all you Vanars, go forth in every direction. Janaka suta kahu khoja hujai, masa divasa mahu ayesu bhai. Go search for Janaka Sudha, the daughter of Janak, and return, my brothers, within 1 month. He who comes back after that period without any news shall die. Tulsidas says, Bachana sunat sab banar jah, taha chale turant, tab sugriva bolaye, angad nar hanumant siya, Balaram Chandra ki jai sharanam. Says all the Vanars heard these words, driven by Sugriv's command. All the Vanars set forth at once in every direction. Sugriv then summoned Angad, Nal and Hanuman. And he says, Sunahu Nila Angad Hanumana, Jamavanta Matidhira Sujana. And said, listen, Nil, Nal and Nil, Angad, Jambavan, Hanuman, all of you are powerful generals in my army. You are champions of the Vanars. Go together to the southern direction and inquire of everyone you meet the whereabouts of Sita. Manakrama bachan so jananu bichorehu Ramachandra kar kaju savarehu. Let every thought, word and deed be applied to devising some way of accomplishing Ram's purpose. Man kram bachan. Your mind, your thoughts in your mind, your words, what you speak, and your actions, what you do, may all of that be dedicated to Ram. And when that happens, everything will be accomplished. One must wait on the sun with one's back turned towards it and on fire with the chest facing it. But a master must be served with one's whole being without anything lacking. Taji maya se jahu paraloka mitahi sakala bhavatam bhavasoka. One must turn from things that are illusions and attachments and be devoted to things that are spiritual. So shall all the cares connected with birth and death be destroyed. The consummation of human birth, brothers, lies in forsaking all your desires and worshipping Ram only. You know, the followers of Buddha once came to Buddha and they asked him how to obtain nirvana. You are the only one who obtained nirvana, Buddha. Nirvana is the highest state, samadhi, a transcendental state. How can we obtain nirvana? And Buddha says, you are still desiring. You must stop desiring. So the followers of Buddha, they went away and they began to try to practice to stop desire. But they never saw nirvana. They came back. They say, oh Buddha, we have listened to you. We've not seen nirvana. Buddha says, you still desire. They say, no, we don't desire anything. He said, yes, you desire not to desire. You are desiring not to desire, so you still desire. Bhagwan Sri Ram, Sugriva is telling to Hanuman, now Neel Angad Jambavan, his champion among the Vanaras, that you must dedicate your thoughts, words and deeds to Prabhu Sri Ram. You must not desire any worldly things, and you must only think of Sri Ram, and then whatever you want will be accomplished. Whatever you want. He who does this will get all success in this world. Pache pavan tanaya sirunava jani kaju prabhu nikat bolava. Then it says Hanuman came to the Lord, and the Lord, knowing that his work was going to be accomplished by him, called him by himself to talk to privately. It says in the next verse, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. The Lord, it says, knowing that Hanuman would accomplish his work, it says, he touched his head with his lotus hands, and recognizing him to be his devotee, he gave him the ring from his finger. And he says, Bahu prakar sita hi samujhayehu kahi balabirah begi tuma aayehu. Do what you can to comfort Sita. Tell her of my might and agony. I enjoy her absence and return with all speed, O Hanuman. Upon hearing this, Hanuman considered his life blessed and set out with the image of the all-merciful Lord Sri Ram enshrined in his heart. Hanumanta janma subhala karimana chaleyu hridaya dhari kripanidhana. He felt that Ram was in his heart as Ram blessed him with his hands. Jagyapi Prabhu Janat Sabapata Rajniti Rakhan Surakrata. Although the Lord knew everything, yet as protector of all beings, he respected and recognized the principles of statecraft, All the Vanars went forth, ransacking the woods and streams and lakes and hills and ravines with their minds so wholly absorbed in Ram's concerns that they forgot all about their own bodily needs. Katahu hoi niche sichar se bheta pran lehi ek chapeta. Whenever they came across a Rakshas, they would take his life with a single blow. They looked into every recess of the forest and the hills, and if they met a hermit, they would all crowd around him. Lagi tripsha atisaya akulane milain jal dhana kahan bhulaine. Then they felt much oppressed with thirst and losing their way in the dense forest, and they could not find no water. And Hanuman thought to himself that without water to drink, they were all likely to die. Chari giri sikhar shahu disi dekha dhumi bibar ek kahe tuka dekha. So he climbed on top of a hill and looked all around. And a gaping hole in the earth, he saw a strange phenomenon. He saw Chakravaka Bala Hansa Urahi Bahu Takaghaga Prabhi Sahi Dehi Mahi. He saw all different types of birds and swans hovered at the mouth of this hole, and a great number of the birds were making their way into it. Girite Utari Pavanasuta Ava Sabka Hulai Sui Bibarat Dekha. Coming down from the hill, it says the son of the wind, he brought all the monkeys and showed them that cavern, that hole in the ground that had water in it. They put Hanuman at their head and entered the cave without delay. Tulsidas, he says, Dikha jayupapan barasar bigasita bahu kanj Mandir ekar chirata beti Nari tapa punj siya Balaram Chandra ki Jai Sharanam. Prince Vishwaram Hanuman ki Jai. It says that going further inside, they saw a lovely garden, a lake covered with full-blown lotuses, and there too, it says, was a magnificent temple where sat a woman who was there. Durite tahi sabanhi sirunava, puche nija pritanta sunava. They all bowed their heads to her form at a distance, and in response to her request, explained why they were there. And then she said, drink and eat every kind of luscious and beautiful fruit. Majanu keen hamadura bhala khaye, tasu nikat puni sabachali aaye. They all bathed and ate delicious fruit, and then all came and drew near to her while she related to them her own story and added, I will now go and visit Raghunath. Who was this? It says, Jai 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 Bhadrakali, Jai Jai Kalyani, Jai 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 Bhadrakali, Jai Jai Kalyani, Jai Kali Kali Ma, Jai Jai Bhadrakali, Jai Kali Kali Ma, Jai Jai Bhadrakali, Jai Jai Bhadrakali, Jai Jai Bhadrakali, Jai. Who was this Devi sitting there? It says, who is Prabhu Sri Ram? Who is Prabhu Sri Ram in incarnation of an avatar of? Huh? Lord Vishnu. And who is Vishnu? Vishnu is the wielder of Yog Maya. In Devi Bhagavad Mahapuran during Navratri, when you come and you hear the Pandit talking, sometimes the Pandit will read a katha where Bhagavan Shri Vishnu was the only one out of Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv who remembered the Mahabhagavati, Mahamaya, Adi Shakti Mata, and he did a yajna. And for 9 days and 9 nights, Bhagavan Shri Vishnu prayed to the Adi Shakti Mata. And on the 9th day, the Devi came and blessed Vishnu and says, "Oh Vishnu, because you are the only one who remembered me, everyone will pray to you, everyone will praise you, and you will control all my Shaktis, my Yog Maya." When Bhagavan Shri Krishna came and he was going to be born, who came in his place? Who was the child of Nanda Baba and Yashoda? It was a daughter. And Vasudeva took his son Krishna and switched the baby. He placed Krishna on the bed with Nanda Baba and Yashoda, and he took the daughter and he brought it back. And who was the daughter? Kans killed the child. And the Shakti that came out of the child was the Adi Shakti Mata. Vishnu is the wielder of Yog Maya. What is Maya? Illusion. But that Maya is a Shakti. He is the one who removes the veil of this illusion. This Adi Shakti Mata, she saw that the Vanars were tired, they were thirsty, they had nothing, and they had dedicated all their actions, they even forgot to eat because they dedicated all their actions to Prabhu Sri Ram, to God. And so the Adi Shakti Mata came in the middle of nowhere where there was nothing to eat and provided water to drink, water to bathe, and fruits and vegetables to eat. And so it says, the Vanaras all bowed their heads to her. They all bathed and ate delicious fruit. And then they came near to her. And she says, "Now I will go and visit Raghunath." So kuni gai jaha Raghunatha, jai kamada pad naesi mata. It says, she meanwhile had gone to Raghunath and drawing near to him, bowed her head at his lotus feet and made much supplication to the Lord and bestowed upon her the gift of unceasing devotion. Tulsidas says, "Badri banaka so gai Prabhu agya dhari sis urdhari Ram charan jugaje bandana ajai sasiya Balaram Chandra ki jai sharanam." It says, now the Vanaras were thinking to themselves, the appointed time has passed, 1 month has gone by, and yet nothing has been done. We have not found Devi Sita. Sitting together, they all said to one another, "Brother, if we abandon searching for Sita and return to the city without any news of her, what shall we do there? We will die." Angad said with his eyes full of tears, "It is death for us either way. Here we have failed to get any news of Sita, and if we go home to Sugriv, the monkey king will slay us. Pita Ved Parama Bharat Mohi Rakha Ramani Hor Napohi." No sooner was my father slain than Sugriv would have killed me too, had not Ram come to my rescue. In no way am I therefore obliged to Sugriv. Again and again Angad told them all that they were doomed to certain death. Who is Angad? Angad is the son of Bali, this nephew of Sugriv. Angad is the prince, and Ram saved Angad. He said, Angad is the continuation of the throne, you must keep Angad. And so it says, "Angada bachana sunata kabibhira, boli na sakahi nayana bhira nira." When the monkey warriors heard Angad's words, they could make no answer. Tears rolled from their eyes, and for a moment they were plunged in sorrow, but at last they all began to say, Hum Sita ke sudhilin hey bina, kimi jai he juvaraj pravina. O Prince, unless we get news of Sita, we will not return. And so, taking Sri Ram in their heart again, they began to go again. It says, Hum sab sevak ati bada bhagi, santata sugana brahma anuragi. We, the servants of the Lord, are all highly blessed, ever devoted to the absolute endowed with attributes. It says, wherever the Lord incarnates himself of his own will for the sake of the entire world, there the worshippers of his form abandon all joys of transcendental experience and abide with him. They go with him. And so it says, Jambavan was instructing Angad in many ways. As they were speaking, it says, Sampati, Jatayu's brother, heard him from the mountain cave. When he came out of it and saw a host of monkeys, he said to himself, God has sent me some food. I will eat them now. And it says, Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Says the monkeys, they trembled with fear when they heard the vulture's words. Our doom is now sealed, we are sure, they said to themselves. All the monkeys rose when they saw the vulture, and Jambavan too was given over wholly to disquieting thoughts. But Angad, after thinking to himself, he's seeing Sampati up in the mountain. Sampati is a vulture, and he knows Jatayu. He said, glory to Jatayu, there is none like him, who laid down his life in Ram's service, and most blessed, ascended to the abode of Hari in heaven. And when Sampati heard the words of Angad, he drew near to the monkeys, and they felt alarmed. reassuring them of safety. It says he went and said, "How do you know my younger brother Jatayu? I am the older brother." Says, when they told what Jatayu did, and he fought Ravan when Ravan was abducting Devi Sita, and he tried to stop Ravan, and Ravan killed Jatayu and cut off his wings. It says, then somebody hearing the words and hearing how Ram did his funeral rites, after somebody says, Mohi le jahu sindhu tatadeu tilan jatitahi bachan sahaya karibai mai pehu kagehu jai. Take me to the seashore that I may make him an offering of funerary libations. And then in return for this service, I shall help you with my instructions. By following this instruction, you will recover Devi Sita. Anuja kriya kari sagar si tira kah nij kadha sunahu kabira. And having performed the funeral rites for his younger brother on the seashore, Sampati related his own story. He says, listen, O monkeys, when I and Jatayu were younger, we flew up through the sky, winging our way towards the sun. And Jatayu could not endure the heat, so he turned back. But I, in my pride, went closer and closer to the sun, and my wings were scorched by the excessive heat, and I fell to the earth with a scream. A sage by the name of Chandra, who lived there, was moved with compassion when he saw me, and instructed me in many a wise lesson, and rid me of my pride, because I thought I could go higher and higher. So, it says in the Treta Yuga, my Guruji, that same sage, he says the absolute, the Purushottam, the Paramatma will take form of a human being. And the Rakshas, Ravan, will carry off his spouse. The Lord will send out spies to search for her. And when you meet them, you will be absolved of all your sins. Jamahi pank parasi jani chinta tinahi dekhai dehehu daisita. And your wings will sprout again. This is what my Guru told me. Do not be anxious. Show them where Sita may be. And the sage's prophecy has come true today, O monkeys. Follow my instructions and accomplish the mission of the Lord. Giri trikut upar basalanka Tahara Sahaja Asanka. On the summit of a mountain by the name of Trikut stands the city of Lanka. There lives the Rakshas by the name of Ravan in absolute security. And there in a grove of Ashoka trees, the Ashoka Vatika, is lodged that Sita, who sits there even now plunged in grief. Tulsidas says, मैं देखव तुम नाही गिदहि दृष्टि अपार भूर भयउ नता करतेउ कछुक सहाय तुम्हार सिया बलराम चंद्र की जय शरणम. Says, he who can leap 1,000 miles across the ocean and is sharp-witted will accomplish Ram's mission. Just look at me and reassuring yourselves, see how Ram's grace has rejuvenated my body. And so Sampati, his wings began to grow back. See how the grace of Ram has brought back my wings. Papiyu jakar naam sumirahi ati apar bhavasagar tarahi. Even sinners who meditate on Ram's name cross the infinite ocean of existence. You who are his envoys, his servants, his spies, should never lose your nerve, but be up and doing with the image of Ram in your hearts. Askahi umar gida jabat gayeu, teen ke man ati bisamaya baye. So saying, Garud, the vulture, So saying, it says the vulture departed, leaving them amazed. Now each of the monkeys, they boasted of his strength. Angad says, I can jump 1,000 miles, but I don't know if I can come back. And Jambawan is saying, I was younger, I could do that. But Jambawan is an old bear. He says, when I was younger, I could jump across. But I can't jump now, I'm a little older. So all of them are talking, Nal and Neel are talking, and the only man who not talking is Hanuman. Because Hanuman had gotten a boon, not a boon, a sharp from the saints and sages when he was a little child. Why? Hanuman would go and he grew up with the saints and sages, and the saints would be meditating, sitting down, and he would take one saint and throw him in the water. And the saint meditating in the water, he would take him out the water and throw him on the land. And the saint meditating on his head, he would flip him and put him on his foot. And the saint meditating on his foot, he would flip him and put him on his head. Because he was so powerful. He could lift so easily all these saints and sages. So they put a sharp on him. Oh Hanuman, you will not remember your strength until somebody reminds you that you have this strength. Only then will you be able to do these miraculous things. And so Jambawan is saying, Hanuman, why are you quiet? You are the greatest of us all. They begin to tell Hanuman, oh Hanuman, this is how great you are. Cheer ke chati bole apni pavan putra Hanuman. Bolo pavan putra Hanuman. You are the son of the wind, O Hanuman. You are powerful. You come from Shankara. Mere man mein base Shri Ram. You always pray to Prabhu Shri Ram. In your mind, your thoughts, your actions. Mere tan mein base Shri Ram. Mere man mein base Shri Ram. Mere tan mein base Shri Ram. Jeev ke jati bole apni, jeev ke jati bole apni, pavan putra Hanuman, bolo pavan putra Hanuman. Mere man mein base Shri Ram, mere tan mein base Shri Ram, mere man mein base Shri Ram. प्रभु जी ने बुलाए, हनुमान ने सीता जी को प्रभु संदेश सुनाए। हनुमान जी करते आए, हनुमान जी करते आए, प्रभु जी के गुणगान। बोलो पावन पुत्र एक प्रभु घबराए, भोर से पहले हनुमान जी दौड़ीले आए। उठ पड़े मंजिले तक, उठ पड़े मंजिले तक, श्री राम का नाम बोलो पावन पुत्र Hare हनुमान के लंका में आग लगाए रहे प्रभु के साथ बिता कर रहे प्रभु के साथ बिता कर रावण का अभिमान बोलो रावण को मेरे मन में बसे राम मेरे तन में बसे राम मेरे मन में बसे राम मेरे तन में बसे राम मेरे मन में बसे राम मेरे तन में बसे राम मेरे मन में बसे राम मेरे तन में बसे राम भगवंत की जय. It says that so they praise Hanumanji, telling him how great and powerful he is. It says with a body yellow as gold and resplendent as you are like a mountain, so big, roaring again and again like a lion. It says, you are so powerful, Hanuman. You are the greatest servant of God. You are the devotee of God. You are devoted so much that you want the dust from God's feet. When Hanuman met Prabhu Sri Ram and Sri Ram clasped him, Hanuman began to cry when he met Sri Ram on the Rishimukh hill. And tears flowed down the eyes of Hanuman and tears flowed down the eyes of Sri Ram. And Sri Ram told to Hanuman, you are twice dear to me as Lakshman. And I already described how dear is Lakshman to Ram. When Devi Sita died, she went back into the earth in the end of Ramayana. Ram didn't say, I have to leave, Ram was still there. But when Lakshman died and left the earth before Ram, Ram says, I cannot live without Lakshman. Now it is time to leave this world. So close is Lakshman to Ram. When he was a young boy and Vishwaram came for him, who went with Ram? Lakshman. When Ram was banished to the forest for 14 years, was anybody else banished? Was Sita banished? Was Lakshman banished? Who went with Ram? Lakshman. When Sita were in the forest and Lakshman was there, you know what he did? He prayed to Kali. Lakshman prayed to Kali Mata. Who is Kali Mata? Yoga Nidra. Nidra is the devi of sleep. And he prayed to sleep. He says, pardon me for 14 years. Don't affect me. So I can wake 24 hours and protect my brother and my sister. And so Kali granted him that he would not sleep for 14 years. And so Lakshman protected his brother for the entire time that he was banished in the forest. So close is Lakshman to Sri Ram. But Sri Ram, when he met Hanuman, he says, you are twice as dear to me than Lakshman. So dear is Hanuman to Prabhu Sri Ram. Hanuman keeps Ram in his heart. Thought, word and deed, he thinks of Sri Ram. He talks of Sri Ram. And he does the actions dedicated to Sri Ram. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna tells Arjuna about this very thing, where he says, you must dedicate your actions to me. You must always think of me. You must always sing hymns to me. And whatever he said, after that, he said, and then you will come to me. And when Arjuna was fighting on the battlefield in the Kurukshetra war, whose flag did he have on his chariot? He had the flag of Hanuman. The flag of Hanuman was on his chariot. So powerful is Hanuman because Bhoot Pisach nikhat nahi aave, Mahavir jab naam sunave. Why ghosts and goblins and demons and rakshas will run away by the chanting of the name of Hanuman? Why they don't say they run away when you chant Shiva's name or you chant Durga name? Why they don't say that? Hanuman is called a Chiranjeevi. He is one of the immortals. He is still on this earth. Adi Shakti Mata, she is unmanifest. Bhagwan Shri Vishnu, he is in Vaikunt. Bhagwan Shankara, he is in Kailash Parvat. Brahma, he is in Satyalok. But Hanuman is here. When you call Hanuman, instantly he can come because he is already here. He's already on this physical plane. Hanuman, he wanted to go with Sri Ram when Ram was leaving this world. All the friends of Sri Ram came and they said, I want to go, I want to go. And Hanuman too, he came in the river and he told to Sri Ram, I want to go, I can't live without you. He says, oh Hanuman, you must stay as long as the people on this earth chant my name. Then you will stay on this world. So powerful is Hanuman. You know, there's a fella, I'm not telling you his name because then you'll Google him and then you go find out things you're not supposed to find out yet. Only if you want to find it out, then come to me. But basically, he's a tantric priest, and he says even in Tantra, you know, in Tantra, the tantric form of Shiva is who? Kal Bhairav. The tantric form of Vishnu is who? Narsingh. There's tantric forms of all the deities, right? And he says there's no tantric form of Hanuman. Hanuman himself is the form that you call, because Hanuman will get rid of all problems and difficulties. Hanuman will get rid of Bhuta and Pisach. So powerful is Hanuman, and so praising again and again Hanuman. They say, Hanuman, you are so great, you are so powerful, you are Shankara Suvan Kesari Nandan. You are the son of Shankara, the son of Kesari. You are Anjani Sutaya, you are the son of Anjani. You are Pawan the son of the wind. Your guru is Surya, the sun. You are Jnana Gunasagar, you are the ocean of knowledge. You are the greatest of the great, O Hanuman. Only you can leap across this ocean. And it says, as Hanuman, he remembered his strength. It says he took Ram's name in his hand and he says, Jai Shri Ram, and he leapt across the ocean. Bring Sri Shri Ramachandra ki Jai. We can't continue after that, you know, we have to finish. But you know what happened after that, right? We will join in Havan, then Jap, and then we will have Arti. Let us all sit upright, clasp hands together and close our eyes. We join in Havan, offer the water on the fire 3 times. Hari Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyamaya Grihana Parmeshwaram Om Agnayebhyo Namo Namaha. Offer Q. Hari Om Shri Prajapate Swaha Om Shri Agnaye Namaha Swaha Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Swaha Om Gauri Mataye Namaha Swaha Om Prithivyaye Namaha Swaha Om Sri Jyotir Jyotir Vacho Swaha Om Agni Jyotir Jyotir Vacho Swaha Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargadevasya Dhimira Prachayat Swaha Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargadevasya Dhimira Prachayat Swaha Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargadevasya Dhimira Prachayat Swaha Om Kalashetaye Namaha Swaha Om Indradetaye Namaha Swaha Om Indradidetaye Namaha Swaha Om Varundetaye Namaha Swaha Om Marudetaye Namaha Swaha Om Kuldetaye Namaha Swaha Om Gramdetaye Namaha Swaha Om Kshetrapaletaye Namaha Swaha Om Panchlokpaletaye Namaha Swaha Om Dasodrikpaletaye Namaha Swaha Om Sarvadevi Namaha Swaha Om Sarvadevi Namaha Swaha Om Sarvapitre Namaha Swaha Om Namo Narayana Swaha Om Namo Narayana Swaha Om Namo Narayana Swaha. Take some agri. Hari Om Om Brahmane Namaha Swaha Om Namah Shivaya Swaha Om Vishnave Namaha Swaha Om Mahalakshmataye Namaha Swaha Om Hrim Kundragaya Namaha Swaha Om Hrim Shivchandikaya Namaha Swaha Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche Om Long Hum Klim Jum Saha Jwalaya Jwalaya Jwala Jwala Prajwala Prajwala Aim Hrim Klim चामुंडाय विचे ज्वल हम सर्वं छट फट स्वाहा ओम सूर्याय नमः स्वाहा ओम चंद्रमाय नमः स्वाहा ओम मंगलाय नमः स्वाहा ओम बुद्धाय नमः स्वाहा ओम बृहस्पतये नमः स्वाहा ओम शुक्राय नमः स्वाहा ओम शनिश्चराय नमः स्वाहा ओम रंगाय नमः स्वाहा ओम कंकेतवे नमः स्वाहा ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय स्वाहा ओम ह्रीं हनुमते नमः स्वाहा ओम ह्रीं शिवजंगले नमः स्वाहा ओम सीतारामचंद्राय नमः स्वाहा ओम अग्नये नमः स्वाहा ओम व्यासदेवाय नमः स्वाहा ओम गौतम देवाय नमः स्वाहा ओम सप्तऋषये नमः स्वाहा Guru mantra in your mind 5 times. If you don't have a Guru mantra, chant Om Namah Shivaya and offer the fire. Om Guruve Namah Swaha Om Guruve Namah Swaha Om Guruve Namah Swaha Om Guruve Namah Swaha Om Guruve Namah Swaha. Two more. Om Sarvasmai Sarvajaya Sudapnibhyo Namo Namah Swaha. Take a panik, supari, string, put everything inside. Let us all stand as we join the final offering. Hari Om Agnaye Namaha. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Purna Ahuti Gum Shanti Swaha. Om Sarva Papa Haram Divyam Gageyam Nirmalam Janamachmanyam Maya Dityam Grihana Prameshram Om Agnaye Namaha. Fan the fire with flowers, east, west, north, south, 3 times. Om Vanaspati Rasod Bhuto Yandaksho Ganatamam Aragya Sarvadevonam Rupoyam Pratigriyatam Om Agnaye Umasavatasya Hari Om. Feel the heat of the fire, the blessings from head to toe. Om Agni Jyotir Jyotir Agni Suryo Jyotir Jyotir Suryaha Om Hari Om. Prem Drushi Agandeta Ki Jai. Let us all sit upright, clasp our hands together, sit in Padmasana as we pray to Bhagwan Shivji. We do his jap 108 times. We concentrate upon the Lord in the form of Bhagwan Shankara. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhe Pushtivardanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityamukshimamritat. Om Namah Shivaya 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 Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Om Namah Shivaya Shivaya, Om Namah 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 Shivaya, Om Triambakam Yajamahe, Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam, Murvarukamiv Bandhanam, Mrityumokshayamamritat, Om Namah Shivaya. Prem Jivajamapati Mahadeva ki jai. Thank you all for coming. I'd like to especially thank Uncle Spots and Idola. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Let's all stand as we join in our team. Hare Krishna Kirati Karita Hare Krishna समायोजितन्यं दीपं गृहानदेवेशं त्रैलोक्यातिमिरापहं कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. Om. Let us all pray. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva tvameva bandhuscha sata tvameva tvameva vidya dravidam tvameva tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Let us all bow to God. Om mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam janardanam yat pujitam maya deva paripurnam tadastu me. Om papoham papakarmaham papa sambhoha trahima pundarikacham sarva papa haro hari. Om asaruma sadagamaya tamasuma jyotirgamaya vitrama amritam gamaya amritarma amritam gamaya shanti. Om shanti hari om. प्रेम से बोल श्री पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, श्री रामचंद्र की, श्री आदिशक्ति माता की, उमापति महादेव की। प्रेम और शक्ति से बोलिए सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. सीताराम. And Merry Christmas to everybody who's celebrating Christmas. When is it? Tomorrow. And Happy New Year if I don't see you next week. Sitaram, God bless you.
E non 12 direi. Direi che questo questo. Vai guarda.
Mi spieghi una critica?
No, feliz Navidad.
Mi spieghi una critica?
I suppose get here. You know, I was to give you. No, vediamo noi. No. Forse la vita sta
No, lo sai, io conosco
So because all I needed my Hey guys, Joe. You see, all I want for Christmas is my 2.0.